These are the mountains and woods of central Sweden, around the country's fifth largest lake, the currently frozen Storsjön. This boathouse belongs to Fia Gulliksson. Once a month, it becomes a restaurant where Fia and her husband serve mostly food they have harvested or hunted themselves.
For me, it's important to know what hands has actually touched the food I put in my mouth. I mean, I want a personal relationship to the food I cook for my friends or for my family or for my guests. And this is also important because if it comes from close, the flavor is the best.
On today's menu is a local whitefish with barley and wild mushrooms. Fia's husband drills a hole in the ice. He's in charge of hunting and fishing. Lake Storsjön is home to many different varieties of fish.
It's a very clean lake, so I have maybe up to 20 different fishes. It is trout, it is pike and bass and several kinds of whitefish.
Fia has been cooking for more than 25 years. She works on her own in the restaurant kitchen. To go with the fish, which is first smoked, there's a kind of regional risotto. It's made from unhusked barley, which they gathered themselves, dried chanterelles, and Swedish goat cheese. Fia prepares a cold fish sauce to go with it with onions, lemon peel, creme fraiche, and the roe of the fish.
The fish and the risotto is a perfect combination. We'll have the saltiness and the smokiness of the fish, and we'll have the creaminess and a bit of nutty flavor of the risotto. And then we'll have the freshness and the lemonness with the fish sauce.
First, Fia and her husband prepare the cleaned and salted fish for smoking. Any kind of smoked whitefish can be used.
This is a very old-fashioned way of preserving food here in Sweden. The Sami people, for instance, they dry the reindeer meat or they smoke it in their huts. And I really like these old-fashioned traditional ways of cooking.
Meanwhile, Fia has sautéed the onions for the side dish. She adds the barley and chanterelles. The unhusked barley should be soaked for 5 hours beforehand to soften it up.
Barley was the Nordic rice, so you ate it instead of, as Italians eat the rice. I'm just frying it with onions and mushrooms. And then now I'm going to add some chicken stock and some white wine.
As an alternative to barley, wheat or brown rice can also be used for this recipe. Fia allows it to simmer for 20 minutes, then adds the cubed goat cheese. A splash of milk or cream provides the final touch.
It's like when you do a risotto, you should stir it a lot.
Now all that's missing is the fish sauce. Fia mixes the roe with the onion, creme fraiche, and grated lemon peel. Then it's time to serve the smoked fish. The risotto and the cold sauce round things off. It's a simple dish which depends entirely on the quality of its ingredients.
I really like cooking when it's natural and not so complicated. I'm kind of sick of the ballet cooking, as I call it, when you swirl around and make the flavors. You add maybe 20 ingredients. I really like it when it's simple.
Fia Gulliksson serves her delicious meals to 6 or 10 guests. The 10-course culinary experience, which takes 2 days to prepare, costs €200. But if you want to try it for yourself, you'll have to book well in advance.